I'd like to call the meeting to order for December 8th, 2020. Would you please rise for a moment? Thank you. Would you all join in the pledge of allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Trustee Sheets.
Here.
Trustee Hunter.
Here.
Trustee Bench. Where?
And we didn't have minutes, did we? I will make a motion to pay our expenditures. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Hunter.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes. And we will move on to departments. Robert, are you online?
I don't see him. I didn't know he was.
He was going to try.
Robert, is that you? There's a call-in user 3, but I unmuted him and he didn't say anything, so I don't know who that would be. And Hannah's the only other one on our reporter.
Go on then.
Sure. You are. For November, we ended up with 128 runs, pretty busy month. So far, December, we're at 18, so we've kind of slucked off a little bit, but the engine's still up at Bridgeway for the EGR valve. They should be back this week sometime, or this week or next week sometime. They said it was going to take a couple weeks to get parts and whatnot in. I checked with Horton today. The medic's scheduled to go to another location to have the fiberglass work done on the 10th, and we should have it back that week. So that'll be the last thing they have to do. The plumbers have started installing our touchless items. They've pretty much stopped because of the floors. Obviously, you can see the floors are being done. The whole back half of the building is completed. We've moved the bunk room into the meeting room. Now they're working on the front half of the building. We've made arrangements with Jackson for showers at Station 203. So if any of you see the vehicles parked at Station 203, that's why. If we have to go decon or get showers or anything like that, they're going to go over there because our showers are now out of service. They've been gracious enough to give us key fobs and whatnot and access to that building. So we started using the ESO program on December 1st. We've had great reviews and no issues really. We had a little hiccup with the CAD link on the first day. Got a hold of Joe. Joe turned something, made an IT wizardry and got that fixed for us. So the power cot's slated to be installed in Medic 2 on the 18th of December. Our new stair chairs have been placed in service. The LifePak 15s are in service. Lucas devices are in service. And then the engine, the tanker, Medic 2, I'm sorry, the engine, the tanker, and the grass fighter, not Medic 1. We didn't do Medic 1. Got the salt protection completed. So that was done at the end of last month. Just a couple things tonight. First, I'd ask the board for resolution to award Motorola Solutions Incorporated a contract for the purchase of 15 portable and 8 mobile radios in the amount of $111,199.18. 92% of that cost, or $102,856.19, will be paid for by the Assistance Firefighters Grant Program, with the remaining amount, which is about 8%, or $8,342.99, will be paid for by us. Motorola Solutions was the only bidder for these radios, and we were able to actually reduce their original bid. They had put in their chargers for each portable radio, which we don't need, so we were able to remove those. A couple other little minor things were taken out. So I'd ask the board for resolution to award that tonight, please.
Next for one. I'll make resolution 103 to award Motorola Solutions the contract for the purchase of 15 portable and 8 mobile radios in the amount of $111,199.18. 92% of this cost for the radios will be paid for by the recently awarded Assistance to Firefighters Grant Program. The remaining 8 will be paid by the. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets?
Yes.
Trustee Hunter?
Yes.
Trustee Lee?
The only other thing I have for this evening is a resolution to accept the resignation of part-time firefighter Nicholas Courier from the department due to personal and family obligations.
Make resolution 104 to accept the resignation of part-time firefighter Nicholas Curry. That's second.
Second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets?
Yes.
Trustee Hunter?
Yes.
That's all I have. Thank you. Yes,
Does
sir.
anybody?
Yes. Yeah, and I don't remember the name of the company. It slipped my mind now, but it was done a couple of months ago, back in like September. We had them out. Actually, we had to replace a starter on it as well. So, but that was done.
Old business, Paul Denton. Paul, he's the alternate for the Darby Accord. Greg Hart and him both were present for the Darby Accord meeting today. The only topic they had was the solar project, which was informational only. And I also talked to Greg, and he said they did bring up some good points, and it was just informational, so sounds like it's happening.
I think Paula would have got one copy of this, but there's a letter that they're having a public meeting on, I think, the 14th of December. So, yeah.
I think there was a full page ad in the dispatch Sunday or two ago.
They're definitely getting the word out. Good.
Okay, and we also received the invoice for the recycle carts, or not the carts, the cart to have on hand. And this is it, if you want to look at it and then pass it on to Paul.
I got it.
I sent you a copy. I think I emailed you a copy of it, but you can have this one. A new business, you want to do that one?
The renewal application. We got a renewal application in the PUCO for our electric aggregation program. Trey Bell needs us to have this signed and notarized and sent back to them by January 18th. This is something that we have to do every couple of years.
You printed off.
Yes, I have a copy here. Somebody to sign it, somebody to notarize it.
I can notarize it, but somebody else will have to sign it.
Okay, do you want to sign it and you notarize it and I can send it back in?
That'd be fine.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I've had a number of complaints and on the recycle carts being delivered.
I have two. Have you had any?
Just a couple. I've had an email and a phone call today.
I probably had 15 today, at least 15. Also some positives. I had one lady call, she might have been your neighbor. Somebody called and said they were your neighbor. There's a lady that called and she just had all kind of questions about it. And she said, I'm so glad that you did this. So, well, thank you for letting us know. Anything else?
On new business, Paula had this form for the HRA to be renewed for ornament flowers. Is that what you want to talk about that under new business?
Okay.
It's the same as we had before. There's what Paula gave me.
Yeah, she's got a copy there somewhere.
Okay. So.
There's no increase or anything. It's the same, right?
Yeah, that's what they were wanting to know. Did we want to change it or leave it the way they have it?
I agree.
Okay. I will let her know.
Do you see any reason to have any changes?
Do you need anything signed?
Is there a place on that form?
It says plan representative signature.
I can do that if you want. If you're okay with that.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Paula.
Okay, I had, we need to make that decision on the injured firefighter on the continuation. Did you see that email?
Yes.
I was saying,
I don't think I think maybe I did. I think we'll do an executive session to discuss
Okay.
that.
All right.
oh, okay.
Well, I guess for the continuation, should we just go ahead and do that then?
Do another.
Yeah. And that will get us to the end of January.
Well,
Well, we need,
the last one we did was actually in September, which took us through the end of October. So he's in as a new one already, which actually would have, the 45 days would have went Sunday. And I had, so then if you're gonna, so you need to do one to cover the 10/23 to the 12/6, and then if you're gonna do it from 12/7, it would take you through 1/20. But the email that I had received, she said that he had applied for total disability. So on the new one, you might want to decide after you come out of the executive session, but we definitely need the one to cover the period we just did.
so if that second one goes beyond his retirement date,
You said this.
I haven't heard anything else from, we got some paperwork from police and fire, but they didn't say who the employee was. But then I got an email from worker comp asking, were we going to continue it? And they're the ones who said that there had been an application for, let me see exactly what the wording was. Applied for temporary total compensation. So I honestly don't, we're talking two different agencies there, so I don't know.
I'll make resolution 105 to continue, what was it called?
Salary continuation
To do the salary continuation,
from the 10/23
10/23
to
to
12/6.
6. Do I have a second?
Second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Getchell.
So we don't forget it, and it's already lapsing. I'll make resolution 106 to continue the salary continuation from 12/7 to March, or to January 20th, 2021.
Well, you don't have to do it for 45, it just can't exceed 45.
Yeah, but we're past the 6th.
Right, but that's why I'm saying you don't necessarily have to go to January 20th, but it's up to you. I mean, it's up to you.
Let's
guys.
do
I
it so
just,
we don't
okay,
forget.
I just wanted to let you know that. Okay.
I forgot all about it this last time, so.
Did you have a second?
I'll second. Roll call.
Trustee Sheets?
Yes.
Trustee Hunter?
Yes.
trustee.
Yeah.
That's all I have other than, just mail, the Department of Taxation, they're changing their withholding for, state withholding forms, so I will copy those forms and give them to the department heads. Okay, and this is just the email that came in with that, HRA. It just said it would renew in 2021 and they need to have it signed, dated and returned. So I told her that you guys make that decision tonight. A flyer from Franklin County Public Health. They had a 2020 summit chat. That will be December the 11th. The state township newsletter, email from SWACO about holiday recycling. OTARMA has election of OTARMA board members. If anybody's wants to vote on, they have, it says to choose 2 candidates to serve 4-year terms. Some information from Dickinson, right, on the Pleasant Prairie Solar Energy Project. The commissioner meeting was canceled. The Planning Commission has a meeting scheduled for tomorrow. From Sherman Flowers, an updated list on representatives. Newsletter from the auditor's office. Let's see. An email from on the Live the Healthy Waste platform updates. Another SWACO 2020 Green Holiday. Several from Franklin County Soil and Water. And most of these are just like newsletter type things. An email from CareWorks that BWC board approves 5 billion worker compensation dividends. Email from Ohio Community Wildlife Cooperative Conference. A couple emails from PRS, flyer from VSP, several from Bureau Worker Comp, and they're all related to the COVID issue. Email Ohio Township Association legislative alerts. MORPC having a 3-part web series focused on technology. A couple flyers from PARS. And then copies of the contract on the SWACO. And that's pretty much everything I have.
The company that used to go by York, we used to receive a bill from them.
That,
That's Sedgwick now. Yeah, there's Sedgwick now.
And can you explain to me what they do for us, for what we're paying them?
is that the,
So
That's a Malay
yeah,
management, and I called quite a few times to see what they do, and nobody will tell me, other than that.
I think we should discontinue that. I mean, it's money saved.
Yeah. And I
I'm not sure what they do for us either.
administer.
They don't have any service that I know of,
Yeah.
so.
I meant to bring that up at the last meeting and forgot about it. I just think we ought to discontinue that service.
I agree.
You need a resolution or a,
I don't even remember, I think, how that even got set up because it was eons of years ago that was put in, and I don't know that we've ever even used it. I don't know if it was a requirement at the time that we had that or not. I don't know.
yes, unless somebody can explain to me what they're doing for what we're paying them.
The only 2 FMLA cases that we've had since I've been on board, I've handled. I didn't even know that we had a company until we kept wondering what the invoice was, and I called them, and that's what they told me. So I doubt that anybody knows
Okay.
to call them regarding FMLA.
So we're in agreement to discontinue that. Robert just texted me. He said he was sorry he can't get into the meeting. He said, call me if you have any questions. I don't have any questions for him, do you?
I have
On the bills tonight, in my, mail was, another bill from Paul Lafayette's company, attorney. It was only 200 and some dollars, but I was still holding that last check that we did for them. It was like that 3,000. So do you want me to release those, or what do you want me to do with those?
Was that 3,000 or was our portion less than?
I thought
I-
the person was very minuscule.
You know, ours was, because we hadn't paid on his for like forever. Like, remember they said they sent that bill way back then? And then they, so it was- I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure, no, it,
Long
Yeah.
ago.
remember when you had like called them to have them explain what they were doing or
Yes,
something?
that-
And they think that big thick envelope,
Yes,
like 40 some pages or
okay.
something. I
Yeah.
think that if I
It's
may
been a
be,
while
but
ago.
in my mind, it's like around 3,000. Well, actually, their bill is in there, his letter, and it says in there whatever the past due balance was. It was around 3 something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
It's been what, 2 years? What a mess. What a mess. Right, I think it was 17.
Mhm.
Okay, that's all I have.
Anything else? Are we in agreement? We should have an executive session. I move to go into executive session according to Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G1 for the purpose of personnel issues. Do I have a second?
Second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets.
Yeah.
Trustee Ham.
Yes.
Trustee Cook.
Yeah.